What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. We finally got the news we've all been waiting for, and that is the next update for Dungeon Defenders 2 arrives next week. Now, they did not give us a specific day. They did say they'd rather it come earlier in the week than later in the week, and they also said that there's a slight chance that Xbox One may be behind by a couple of days depending on the Xbox certification process. Now, based off of the information we had, I'm gonna guess that the update will be here Tuesday before noon Eastern Daylight Time. So this Tuesday coming up before noon Eastern Daylight Time is my projection. Hopefully I'm right. I'm gonna plan for really playing some DD2 on that day, so I hope that is actually the day. But next week, it is confirmed it will indeed be here. Now, we did get a peek at some of the new systems that are coming into the game a little bit deeper, and we got another look at the shard vendor today. Now, we still don't know how much each shard is going to cost. However, they did say that it was going to be less than 2,000 Defender medals. I am really hoping that it will be far under 2,000 Defender medals. And then you're also going to be able to purchase these gems with gems, which, you know, that's always a little question in everyone's mind on the pay-to-win factor. Personally, it doesn't really bother me a bit. I'm stoked to see this particular quality of life item being improved on in Dungeon Defenders 2, as we all know the first real grind in the game is shards. Now, I am really hoping that they didn't price these too high. As most of you know, I was hoping they were going to come in around 500 Defender medals. Saying under 2,000 leaves a lot of room. They still might be 500. They might be 750. They might be 1,000. They might be 1999. I mean, we just don't know, and we won't know until the update gets here next week. Now, they did say that all shards will cost the same price, although it shows the Chaos 8 shard tier, there will be no Chaos 8 shards available per purchase with Defender medals or gems right at the moment. Now, moving right along, we got a look into the material conversion vendor. The Enchantress has made a return back to Dungeon Defenders 2, and she is here to convert our materials. We didn't get any costs as far as exactly how the materials will work. We did get a peek. Now, of course, it's not official yet, as it's not actually in the update yet, but it appears you're going to be able to convert Chaos 7 amps into Chaos 8 amps. This is going to cost 325 Chaos 7 amps to get one Chaos 8 amp. Now, this alone is massive. I know 325 sounds like a big number, but those that are grinding, you could end up getting just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of amps prior to finding one Chaos 8 amp naturally. So this conversion alone, I'm kind of stoked about. It's going to make a big difference. Now, sadly, to fully upgrade anything to Chaos 8 also cost just an absurd amount of other materials. So, of course, you're still going to have all those other materials. It's still going to be a big grind to get something all the way up to Chaos 8. And like, as far as relics go, I think it would, personally, I think the cluster cost is just way too high. Considering this is the hottest item in the game and you're going to want many items upgraded all the way, the cost of the clusters is just absurd to take something all the way to Chaos 8 now. So I'm really hoping something gets improved on there. They didn't say about any of the other costs being reduced, so that leads me to believe that there will be no changes to it. Now, we know that Chaos 8 shards are making a return to the game. Chaos 8 shards are the shards that were in the game previously and then were disabled as there was some sort of balance or bug issue with them. Now, all of these Chaos 8 shards, with the exception of 2, are going to be making a return. There's not a great list of them anywhere, but if you head over to the DD2 wiki and scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see a list of these shards that are blacked out. Most of those, if not all of them, are going to be considered the Chaos 8 shards. So a couple of these will not be making a return. However, we will be getting Chaos 8 shards coming in higher onslaught. Now, when they said higher onslaught, they also said it will be comparable to their other current systems. Now that leads me to believe if you can get a Chaos 8 amp at floor 30, then why can't you get a Chaos 8 shard at floor 30? So I'm guessing they're going to start dropping around floor 30, floor 35, something like that. And then potentially you get a greater chance of getting them the higher you climb. That's just all a guess, but I think that's probably a fair guess based off of what they've told us so far. Now, Lalta did confirm that there is quite a few balance changes to come into the game, and they are all buffs. He said that there's all buffs and no nerfs. Now, didn't get into a lot of details, however, he did specifically mention the Gun Witch, and particularly the 2 at twice the price ability. So we know that this is going to get buffed, and then we also know that the Lavamancer is going to be getting some sort of buff. We don't know what that is yet, but Lalta did mention the Lavamancer as well, and then went specifically into detail about 2 at twice the price. Of course, 2 at twice the price has Chaos 8 amps that will return to the game, which can be a buff to that ability. In addition to that, there's going to be some other buff involved with that 2 at twice the price ability, so I am definitely anxious to see that. Now, we also know that new and some returning weapons are coming back to the game. We knew that these were going to drop in Onslaught, and we've got a little better idea of what that is now. These weapons are going to drop as a gift, an Onslaught gift for you winning the match. They're going to come at intervals of every 5 floors, and they're going to be in separate tiers, meaning there's going to be a gift tier that's in, say, the lower floors. There's going to be another tier in, say, the mid-range floors, and then another tier in the high floors. Don't know how many tiers there's going to be yet. However, these particular gifts will drop every 5 floors. Now, in addition to that, you do have a chance at getting one of these gifts from the victory chest. So potentially you could get 2 gifts. So that's nice as well. There's another way to earn these, and they didn't go into specific details, but they did say they were going to be farmable. Being farmable to me means that they're not going to be locked out, meaning if you've got the gift at floor 20, you'll be able to do floor 20 again and get an additional gift at floor 20 without going back through and doing an ancient power reset. Now, we don't know 100% for sure. They didn't specifically say word for word how that's going to work. However, Mark did say that they would be farmable, so hopefully that is the case. Now, in addition to all this, we know that we've got poison coming into the game as a new actual element, which means the poison chips will be dropping for weapons where just your primary attack will poison enemies, and I'm super anxious to play around with that, as it could be just a ton of fun. Now, with a new poison element, or a new element means a new elemental combo. The newest elemental combo is going to be Petrify, from combining poison damage with earth damage. Now, Chromatic confirmed today that this is going to be the same Petrify that we have now on the Lavamancer's walls. So you can put your mauls down and let the Lavamancer do some petrifying now, and it will give you an idea of what the Petrify is going to look like in next week's update. Now, once again, this update is going to land next week. I'm assuming it's going to come Tuesday. It may not come Tuesday, but it will be here next week at some point. In addition to that, there's that chance that the Xbox One could be delayed due to the Xbox certification. Now, if you didn't get an opportunity to watch the live stream today, it's about an hour long. I will put a link to it down in the description below. So if you have an extra hour to spend, by all means, head on over there and check it out. Now, with the update coming, I'm going to have a really bulky live stream going on right here on the YouTube channel for update day. Now, I'm probably going to end up streaming to YouTube and to Twitch after the update lands. However, this does bring one more important milestone. As most of you know, most of you that have come to the channel have come here due to one of the guides and or tutorials or hero builds or live streams or something along those lines. I'm going to be going back through and redoing every hero and every defense as a spotlight over the next several months, and this is all going to begin as soon as the updates get here. Now, with that in mind, I am going to be mixing up my stream schedule quite a bit, and I'm going to be sending a lot of the streams over to Twitch, as there's going to be at least one, probably two, and sometimes three different hero or defense spotlights or guides coming to the channel every single day. So, of course, I don't want to spam up your YouTube feed too much, so I'm going to send a lot of the live streams over to Twitch, and that, of course, to be completely honest, is also prepping for DDA, which will have Twitch integration. So I'm still going to do lots of live streams on YouTube, lots on Twitch throughout the entire summer. However, I am going to start sending more of them over to Twitch in the immediate future. So if you have any questions or anything I didn't cover, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. As with every single update to Dungeon Defenders 2, there's always something that comes that they don't tell us about prior. So there will be some kind of surprise coming, and I'm anxious to get full patch notes and be able to read through everything when the update hits next week. So thank you all once again. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic weekend, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.